Hey there. Good morning. Welcome back, everybody, to Coffee and Me. All right, cool. So today is May 18th, a reminder that May recognizes Mental Health Awareness Month and Motorcycle Awareness. Look twice, save a life. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, you know, that's always been something that's, near and dear to me. So a couple of years ago, I'm just going to tell you a little story. Okay, so a couple of years ago, a driver did not look twice. As she pulled out from a side street, she was at a stop sign, and as she turned, she hit me head on. Fortunately, good friends had taught me how to safely drop my motorcycle. Um, I was lucky to come away with just a concussion. Not that was, something fun to deal with, but I didn't have any broken bones, and I'm alive. Most people when they get hit, they don't make it, or they get a lot of broken bones, and I was just fortunate, and I'm very blessed about that. Um, So please, do look twice. Please give us room on the road. And it's very appreciative um, from from my motorcycle friends out there. You know. Um, so my name is Tracey Pacheco Medeiros. I am a suicide attempt survivor. I am also a suicide loss survivor and an impacted family member. The IFF part means that someone close to me, family or a close friend, has had some level of suicidal crisis themselves. And I hope someone that's out there that's listening that can identify with some of the things that I'll be talking about today. Um, what I am not is a person who typically writes into companies or TV shows, but that changed today. You always hear me saying things like, talk saves lives and hashtag break the silence, right? So this is going to be one of those days. Well, imagine my surprise, right? When I was watching Naked and Afraid the other night, and that happens to be one of my favorite shows that I like to watch about survival. Um, one of the contestants or the participant that was on the show does just that, and on camera. Um, he shared that he was not doing well and feeling very confused, and that he was experiencing thoughts of harming himself and harming others. And so he, on TV, broke the silence, you know. The show's producers, however, did the right thing, and he took a medical tap out. That just means that he left the show. For those of you who don't watch and don't know the lingo, um, if you have never experienced suicidal ideation, you have no idea how terrifying and hard that was for him to do. Sadly, this is what really got me going. Sadly, his partner on the show, I'm guessing because of her lack of education, did exactly what we teach family and others what not to do. Okay, right? This is something we don't want to do, right? Um, she judged him, plain and simple. She judged him, you know. But the thing is, she judged him in front of a national audience, as a matter of fact, which happens to be, 3.62 million people, and with 1.62 million of them ages stemming from 18 to 49. She criticized and marginalized his emotions by saying how disappointed she was. After all, he is a man and should be stronger, right? The should word, right? That didn't sit with me well at all. Um, I really almost fell off. I fell off my chair, really. I mean, how cruel and judgmental that was. Um, it really did get me going. So one of the things we stress within education and suicide prevention trainings is how important it is to offer a safe environment to a person struggling with any level of suicidal experience. A few years ago, I was away at a suicide prevention conference and I called work to check in, right? One of my clients had died by suicide. And did you know what my coworker, asked me? You know, and mind you, I'm a state certified peer specialist and a suicide attempt survivor. You know, um, she said, "You're not going to do anything stupid, right? Like self harm, cutting, or suicide." I was like, "What the hell?" I was like, no." Like that was the furthest thing from my mind at that point. Um, so these are some of the things in fear. Do you know how many parents say the same thing, to their kids? We hear that over and over again. That really isn't the proper way. Okay. And do you know what else? What else that does to kids? It shuts them down. It actually shuts them down, keeps them quiet. You know. Whoops, my little paper got stuck. Sorry. So do me a favor, right? Go on Twitter, look up Cormac. That's CORMAC, right? Ryan, RYAN. He's an Irish athlete who is an advocate and a champion for men's eating disorders. Last year, he cycled from Ireland across Europe to Athens, Greece. So right now, today, right, he is cycling from San Francisco to New York to again raise awareness about public and mental health issues that men are struggling with, just like women. That is so cool to get that notice, to get the message out. It has nothing to do with mental strength. Okay. I'm just letting people know. It has absolutely nothing to do with mental strength. And the last thing anyone needs is to not be able to express their emotions safely. Because I'm going to tell you this, if I can't express my emotions safely, I'm not going to express my emotions. That shuts me down. And that I know that shuts down other people. Because why would I share something like that if you're not, going to help me, right? So athletes from amateur to Olympic professionals are breaking the silence. So please, let's respect that. And please get better educated on how you can be helpful, not to do more harm. Because I tell you, suicidal ideation and depression comes in all forms. Okay, doesn't matter if you're rich, you're poor. It doesn't matter what color you are. It doesn't matter if you're an A+ student, 4.0 average, an athlete. Suicide ideation, it doesn't recognize that of you. And that's the thing there. So So suicide prevention is everyone's business, and I want to make that everyone's business. I want everybody to be more aware of everything, you know. And these are some of the things is how I can get out there and help others to break the silence. All right, people. I like to thank you for watching. You know, um, have a good day and all of that. Peace out, my friends.